Okay, Year 8. So this video is going to help you to learn to solve equations where you have unknowns on both sides. I'm going to go through one example now that you just need to watch. This example is, just wait for the computer to load, is 5a subtract 9 equals 2a. So as you can see here, we have an unknown here and an unknown here. And we need to, when we're solving equations, we need to find the value of the unknown. So what I want to do is I want to bring my unknowns onto one side of this equation. And you're always going to remove the unknowns from the side where you have the smallest number of them. So on this side of the equation, we have 5a's. And on this side, we have 2a's. So I'm going to take away from this side because this is the smaller number of a's. So if I subtract 2a from both sides, remember we always have to do everything to both sides of the equation. On this side of my equation, I will have 3a subtract 9. I haven't done anything to the 9, so it stays the same. And this is going to be equal to 0 because I've done 2a subtract 2a, which has left me with 0. Now I'm solving a normal equation, a two-step equation with unknowns on one side. So remember, I need to get my a's by themselves, so I'm going to add 9 to both sides. And this will get rid of the subtract 9. So then I will have 3a left, then I've done negative 9 add 9, which will just leave me with 0, and that will be equal to 0 plus 9, which is 9. So now I have 3a equals 9, so to undo this multiply by 3 here, I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. I'm always doing the inverse operation, and that gives me a on this side and 3 on this side, and this is the solution to my equation. A is equal to 3. I can check this is correct by substituting this value into my equation. I'm not going to do that now, but in an exam that would be a sensible thing to do. The next problem we're going to look at is this one. 3a is equal to a subtract 6. This question is number 1 on the front page of your homework. Have a go at it now, pause the video. Okay, now that you've had a go at it, grab your green pen and we're going to do it together. Make sure you make any corrections on your sheet. So we have unknowns on both sides. We have 3a here and 1a over here. And we need to get our a's onto one side of this equation, and we always subtract it when we have the smallest number of a's. So because I've got 3 here and 1 here, I'm going to subtract 1a from both sides. That means I'm going to be left with 2a on this side of the equation, and that means on this side I've done a subtract a, which is 0, so I'm just left with negative 6. Now I need to undo this multiply by 2 here because I want to get a by itself. And to undo multiply by 2, I do the inverse, which is divide by 2 on both sides. Oops, not an equals. I divide by 2 on both sides, and that will give me a is equal to negative 3. I must make sure I keep my negative. This is the solution to the equation, and I can check it by substituting it in. Make sure you've made corrections in green, and have a go at the rest of the questions on that side of the page. Okay, now that you've had a go at the front page, we're going to look at some more difficult questions on the back page. I'm going to do one example, and then we'll do one together. The first one I'm going to do is a plus 12 is equal to 5a subtract 4. Again, we have a's on both sides. We have 1a here and 5a here. we're always going to eliminate the unknowns when we have the smallest numbers. So because I have 1a on that side and 5a on this side, I'm going to subtract 1a from both sides of the equation. That means that this will cancel and I will be left with just positive 12 on this side. And on this side of the equation, I've got 5a subtract a, which is 4a, and I've still got that negative 4 there. Now I have an equation with an unknown on one side, so I've just got a's here. Now I can rewrite this equation and flip these two sides over to make it look more similar to the ones I'm used to solving. So all I'm doing is I'm putting the 12 on this side and the 4a subtract 4 on the other side. Now I know that I need to add 4 to both sides, and that will eliminate my negative 4 here. So I'm going to have 4a is equal to 16. Then I need to do the inverse of multiply by 4, which is divide by 4 on both sides, and that gives me a equals 4. That's my solution, and I can check it by substituting. Next I want you to have a go, at question 1 on the back page of your homework. Pause the video and have a go now. Okay, now that you've had a go at that one, I'm going to go through it, so grab your green pen and make any corrections. The question is 12a subtract 8 equals 2a plus 12. This is question 1 on the back page of your sheet. Make sure you're making corrections. So I've got my unknowns on both sides. I have my 12a and I have my 2a. I'm going to eliminate the 2a because it's the smallest number of a's. That means I need to subtract 2a from both sides. So now on this side of the equation, I'm going to have 10a subtract 8, and that's going to be equal, this is cancelled, to just positive 12 now. And remember, I don't really need to write that positive in, so I'm going to rub it out. Now I need to get rid of this subtract 8, so I'm going to add 8 to both sides. That means I will have 10a on this side of the equation is equal to 20. And finally I need to divide by 10 on both sides, and that will leave me I'm going to divide by 10 on both sides, and that will leave me with a is equal to 2. This is the solution, and I can check it by substituting. Have a go at the rest of your homework. Good luck.